Hello everyone, today I'm going to show you how to get this super glam South Asian bridal look. So I'm just going to start by slathering the Embryolisse moisturizer all over her skin so it's super hydrated. And once the moisturizer has completely soaked in, I'm going back in with the Makeup Forever foundation. I cannot remember what color I used. After the foundation's on, I'm just going to go back with a beauty blender and really work that into the skin, picking up any excess product. I love using a beauty blender. I find that the product just sits on the skin so beautifully. It really prevents any cake face, especially when you are using a lot of products. So you'll notice here that I'm kind of working in layers. So I'll apply some product, I'll blend it with the beauty blender, I'll apply a little bit more into the areas that need it, I'll blend it again, and I went back and forth like this 100 times until it was at the level that I wanted. And that's really a product for getting that smooth finish without it looking super cakey and without your whole foundation sitting moist. Like you don't want to go back and have a fingerprint in the skin when you're doing the rest of the work later. So that last step there, I just took whatever was on the rest of my beauty blender and I worked that into the eye area. And now I'm going back in with the Armani 8.5 foundation. I actually really like this for contouring. I think it's just super soft and it blends out really well for a realistic effect. Again, just applying, using my beauty blender, then going back and adding more product and blending it out again, working in light layers and building up the coverage that you want to achieve. For concealing and highlighting, I just mixed together, I can't talk anymore, these allergies are driving me crazy. Okay, I mixed together the MAC concealer, the Studio Fix, their new ones. I really like these, they're super hydrating, they're lightweight, but they still have coverage. But I mixed it in with the Pro Longwear because I did want to be a little bit extra for this shoot. Again, applying with a flat foundation brush. And then I'm just going to go back and blend everything in with my beauty blender. Then I might add a little bit more concealer, go back with the beauty blender, back and forth 100,000 times again. For setting the under eye area, it is absolutely critical that you go back, use your finger, press away any lines or creases before you press in your setting powder. Here I'm using the RCMA No Color Powder on a puff, and I'm just pressing it into the under eye area, a little bit heavier on the under eye, and then whatever is left is going on the forehead, the nose, the chin. And then I'm setting in the contour with the Kat Von D contour palette. With a big fluffy brush, I'm just going to dust away all the under eye powder and all the highlighted powder and kind of just buff it all into the skin so everything's a little bit more smooth and a little bit more unison. With whatever's left on my beauty blender, I'm just using that same powder to press into her eye area to ensure that doesn't crease either. So I'm just going in with MAC blush on the cheeks, and then I'm going to go back and grab the big fluffy brush that I used earlier, not adding any extra product to it, but kind of using that to buff in the blush and make it more lit from within. And now because we have so much product on the skin, we have so much powder, I'm just going to spray that with the Badescu spray and kind of give it life again. And this is also going to prep the skin for the highlighter we're going to use. So I went in with Stila Kitten highlighter all over the cheek area, the top of the nose, the top of the Cupid's bow, and the inner corners of the eye I'll be doing at the end. So for this look, we're pretty much entirely using the Huda Beauty palette. I did start with the MAC Paint Pot, and I just put that all over the eyelid. Then I went back in with Bay, which is like that nudie, like the light nudie tone, like a creamy nudie tone. And I pressed that all under the brow bone, onto the eyelid area, just so when we go in with our other colors, they're going to transition really smoothly, and they're not going to have any blotchy spots. So in her crease area here, I'm using Flamingo, which is like that pinky tone. I'm really working super tight into the crease with a pretty condensed round brush. Same thing here. You're going to see me do this 1,000 times. I wanted to almost edit this out because it was so repetitive, but I thought that it was really important. Like I keep going back and forth. I add some color, I blend it, I add some more, I blend it. I do this 100,000 freaking times. You just keep going back and forth. And once I was happy with that first color, the flamingo, then I went back and I mixed flamingo and man eater together on a little bit of a skinnier, more condensed brush like I'm doing here, just to really deepen out that crease area. Now, once I've done that 100,000 freaking times and I'm happy with it, I'm gonna deepen it a little bit more by using Shy and Bossy on the same condensed brush, and then going back and forth, blending, back and forth, blending. Just every color that I'm adding, I'm keeping it tighter and tighter to the crease area to kind of get that gradual effect. Once I'm happy with how all of that is looking, I'm going to go back in with the same color that we used at the beginning, Bay, and I'm just putting that on the eyelid to brighten that area up. So I'm not going to go through and show you how I do the eyeliner, the mascara, and the lashes. There are so many videos online for that. I think that's a little bit more detailed than this video will allow me to do, but you can stick around and you can just watch through this part. My eyebrow process changes all the time depending on who I'm working on. Sometimes it's my first step, sometimes it's my last step, sometimes I'll use a pencil or a gel, or yeah, it really just depends on what I want to do. She had phenomenal eyebrows to begin with, so I'm just going in and cleaning up and shaping a little bit more with the senna powder. Okay, let me take that back. Obviously, this is more than just cleaning and shaping. I am defining as well, but I'm doing it with the powder because I want it to be a little bit softer, even though these are not soft brows that we're doing. I hope that makes sense. I'm pretty sure you get what I'm saying. Now we're just going to finish up the under eye area. I am using the NYX Stick. I'm just using it off a brush and placing it into the waterline. I go back and forth with this a little bit until it really, really pops because this was for a photo shoot. And then I set it with a nude powder as well to make sure it's not going to budge. And it kind of helps tone down that bright, bright white effect a little bit. Once I was happy with the white, I went back in on a flat shader brush with the same colors that we used on top. So the Flamingo, Man Eater, Shy, Bossy, just so it had that nice wrap around and really popped. And then load the bottom lashes with as much mascara as they can handle. I had a very specific color in mind for this look, and I wanted the lipstick to be as true to color as possible. So I went in with some foundation, completely canceled out any lip color, and then I went in and applied my lip pencil and then the lipstick. I'm going to link both of those two below because I don't remember the name of the color off the top of my head, but I will list it down there for you. And that's it. There you have it. That's my super glam South Asian bridal look. I had so much fun shooting this. It was a great team to work with. I hated editing it, but I really wanted to do this for you guys. So I hope you enjoyed it. And if there's anything in particular that you want to know about this look, or if you want to see another look, just leave it in the comments below.